Hey, what's up there? It's Marie Forleo, and you are watching Marie TV, the place to be to create a business and life you love. And today is Q&A Tuesday. And this question comes from Fred, who writes, Hi, Marie. I've run a business for about 40 years, and my question is this. How can I give more attention to my success and less attention to the setbacks? Fred, this is a great freaking question. Come on. And I'll tell you why, because I have wanted to do an episode about this for a very long time. Now, I am sure everyone watching right now can relate because no matter who you are, no matter how experienced you are, or no matter how successful or accomplished you are, all of us tend to focus on that one negative comment, the one person that rejects us, right? The tiny little sliver of customers who are just committed to being miserable. And the reason why is because of a well-documented phenomenon called negativity bias, which is the tendency for us humans to pay more attention and give more weight to negative experiences over neutral or positive ones. Now, I gotta say, this is not just some fancy psychological concept, people. This is real. This is how our brains are wired. They are wired to take in the bad and ignore the good. Now, I think we should talk about why. So here's the deal. This ancient brain circuitry helped our ancestors stay alive. And for millions of years now, Mother Nature has been training us to overestimate threats and underestimate opportunities and resources. So back in the day, humans would hear a noise in a bush and instantly think, tiger, versus, I wonder what that is. Is that Eric coming over for a cappuccino? Now, while back in the day, that hair trigger readiness to think tiger and go negative was great because it kept us alive, nowadays, it just keeps us feeling awful. And it's not just about feeling bad in the moment. Negative experiences move more quickly into our long-term memory. And get this, negativity is terrible for your health. It can weaken your immune system. It can increase anxiety and reduce your ambition. You know, my favorite expert on this topic is a guy named Dr. Rick Hansen, who wrote Hardwiring Happiness, which I recommend. He puts it best. He says, the brain is like Velcro for negative experiences, but Teflon for positive ones. So the missed sale, that unsubscribe, the refund, the nasty comment, that's what tends to stick. But the good news here, there are abso-smurfly things that you can do to neutralize negativity bias when it gets triggered and tip the scales towards the positive. In fact, here are 3 to get you started. Step number 1 is name it to tame it. Now, we have to start with self-awareness because you cannot change what you don't notice. So step number 1 is to simply acknowledge what's going on when it happens. So the next time you get a zinger, do not let yourself start thinking that you suck or that everything is going to hell in a handbasket, because it's not. You just need to say to yourself or to someone else, this is negativity bias. This is my brain's ancient circuitry doing its job to help keep me alive. Now, here's the thing. Naming it doesn't instantly make the pain go away, but it does help to lessen the sting. Step number 2 is get deliberately distracted. So if at all possible, distract yourself with something else intentionally. Now, this is all about learning how to put your attention where it serves you best, and that just takes practice because what you allow your mind to focus on shapes your brain. So rather than amplify the pain, really shift your attention to something more positive and productive. So for example, you might want to whip out a piece of paper and start making the most epic gratitude list ever. Or you might want to throw yourself into a really good exercise class, or go watch a fantastic movie, or go help someone do something. Really anything that can give your mind something else to focus on. Step number 3 is use the 20-second rule. Okay, guys, so this is not a longer version of the 3-second rule.
Hey, how long has that lasagna been on the floor?
Only about 18 seconds, buddy. You go to town.
No, what I'm talking about here is internalizing any positive event by savoring the shizzle out of it for at least 20 seconds. You might be asking yourself, Why? Here's the reason. Because the best way to combat negativity bias is to embed as many positive experiences and memories in our brains as possible. So, for example, let's say your friend sends you this email thanking you for a great weekend together. Don't just say, "Wow, that's sweet," and archive it. Don't do that. Spend at least 20 seconds soaking in the memories from that weekend. The goal here is to really cement that positivity in your mind. And if you ever forget about your brain's ancient circuitry, I want you to whip out this Tweetable. When your brain gives more weight to the negative, remember you have the power to tip the scale.